Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for clean eating, so you can feel good about good for you meals. You guys, they introduced me to lots of new foods. Like, I'm a couscous person. I'm just so insulated with my food experience that I've never even had that until I started using Green Chef, and I love it. It's great. Go to greenchef.com/bald50 and use the code bald50 for 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next 2 months. That's code bald50 at greenchef.com/bald50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next 2 months. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well.
This episode is sponsored by Rocket RX. Good evening, fans of the Bald and the Beautiful. As you sit at home all alone tonight watching a movie or scrolling on your phone, you might find yourself thinking, is this it? Is this all there is to life? There are so many things and people to do out there in this wide world of ours, and then you go back to your phone because you've had a few experiences where the mind was willing but the flesh was not. Not only is your experience common, but it's also not the conclusion to the epic novel that is your life. So get up off the bench, tell the coach to put you back in the game, and go throw a field goal into that hoop that is your sex life. Rocket RX provides trusted FDA-approved treatments for erectile dysfunction at a lower price than branded alternatives. They're delivered straight to your door in discreet, plain packaging. And the best part? No in-person appointments or pharmacy visits are needed. It's better sex made simple. Complete a 100% online, quick and easy consultation now with no in-person appointment needed. Get a free online prescription from a real U.S. clinical team today. Start now. It takes just 2 minutes. Head to the link in the description and use code BALD for 40% off your first order. Again, that's code BALD for 40% off your first order. Terms and conditions apply. The offer, 40% off your first order, is only available once for new customers and cannot be combined with other offers. This offer is not available for prescriptions.
Freeform.
Yeah, we don't know how to do acting.
We don't do acting.
You, on the other hand, Megan Stalter.
So I'm assuming we're recording the podcast now.
Yes, we are rolling. And I'm going to say welcome to welcome to the Bald and the Beautiful.
Isn't that professional? You know what? I think both people who follow us are just going to look at the thumbnail, they're going to look at the name, and they're just going to scream their little gay heads off.
Yeah,
so thank you for coming.
They're going to rub it. They're going
really?
to rub themselves raw.
The girls are going to be jerking it.
Jerking it.
The girls must love you.
Do you think we'll have a viral moment in this?
I think the whole thing is going to be virulent. The whole thing. Just
Yeah.
a big old virus.
We don't put any pressure on ourselves. You know, most podcasts, they prepare things or they, you know.
We're going to do this fun thing where you say, mindful or demure,
right?
Or
yeah.
dang, or I can't get.
Did you
hear
the episodes where Katya interviewed people and she'd be like, "So you're you? What's up with that?"
So your name's Catherine. Why? Yeah, it's like
I love that. I have caught some of that.
But no, seriously though, I got to get this out of the way. I've seen every single fucking thing you've ever done because I'm obsessed with you. But when we were at brunch in Montreal,
this was so funny.
This is the funniest thing anybody's ever said to me. Like, we're all having, there's like 10 of us. And then Meg turns to me and says, so I know you haven't, I noticed you haven't looked at me recently.
No. We're all sitting there. It was, who was it?
In
Amy
conversation, I mean.
No. Yeah.
It was Jay.
It was Alex Edelman, Amy Schumer. It was another person.
There was a couple people that seemed like they had a lot of money that I didn't know.
Yeah. It was a stressful environment with stars at the Ritz. It was like weird.
And we're all talking. And Meg, you turn to Katya and you go, so I noticed you haven't talked to me in a little bit. We're sitting at the table. It was so fucking funny because I think we had just engaged in a group conversation instead of just with you. And that seemed to really upset you.
I didn't want it to be a big group thing.
Right.
Yeah, she wanted some one-on-one.
I think Amy Schumer should have left.
Yeah.
Even though she's the one who invited us to brunch.
But you know what, though? You know what was crazy about that? We played Consider the Source and every single person got it right. Do you remember that, bitch?
Yeah.
Strangers.
Wait, can you remind me again what that one is?
So Consider the Source is...
It's when we all take our clothes.
Yeah, we take our pants and panties off.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
I do remember that.
No, it's, you know what I'm talking about. It's like you say...
You say like, okay...
choose a number.
Yes.
Between 1 and 10. You close your eyes.
Yes.
Remember.
Oh my God.
Yes,
yeah, I remember now. Okay.
But like when you're given a category by a stranger that you don't know, they say supermodels from the 80s and the number is 6.
Yeah.
How do you like let that person know that everybody got it right? The first time, 4,
Yeah.
7, it was crazy.
I can't believe that I got. I know that I'm smart, but I am surprised I got it right.
It was
That
wild.
was
I
huge
was
for
kind of
you.
nervous during that breakfast because you guys remember that we went to the wrong place at first.
We
were
sure
in that
fucking
cafeteria.
did. We went to a cafeteria that had closed last year.
No, because Meg was you were our into the celebrity world.
Yes.
And so you were
Yeah.
like, girls, we're going to brunch. And we got all the celebrity girls.
gonna be
I was like,
fucking
how do
famous
you feel
people.
about
Yeah.
going to brunch with Amy Schumer?
Well, I love obviously her, but I love Alex Edelman too. So I was
Yes.
like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
him. And I was like, Meg, she's got us hooked up. Here we
Oh,
are
it
at the
felt amazing to do the invite, and then it
Yeah,
all
no
fell apart
intel.
when we
Yeah,
got to the
she
first
had-
location.
The intel
Meg
was
said
not right.
we're gonna go to a fruit truck in the Bronx and meet.
And
you
I think
know.
we waited for about 35 minutes, and
And then
I can't picture her coming in here.
and then we called her and we're like, where are you? Why aren't you here?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm at the location where the
Yeah.
brunch
I
is.
started shaking. I was really
Right.
yeah,
nervous.
I'm at the nice place, you fucking dirtbag.
We
Yeah.
were at like the hotel closed cafeteria.
It was like
You
the
guys
lobby
ordered
where they have.
tea.
It was the lobby
You
where they
ordered
have,
tea.
Yeah, it was like the foyer where they have the little fruit water.
Right,
That's
it
what
was. Yeah,
we
we
just
did
pulled
order
up.
tea. Well, I figured I'd have to sing. So I was getting ready.
You guys felt distant from me when we went in there because I thought you knew that something was off, and so
I-
you started pulling away from me.
But once we got to the real place, I wish
Yeah.
I was closer to you because I was
Yeah.
seated right next to Amy Schumer, and I was like, "Oh my god, this person's like a billionaire, super big star." And then she's like, "So what's your deal?" I was like, "Well, I'm gay."
I'm a cross dresser.
Yeah.
That's what's.
I just said I'm gay.
Don't make me explain it. I was at a wedding last weekend and I was talking to an older gentleman who didn't know, and he was like, "What kind of entertainment do you do?" And I said, "Oh, drag." And I saw him look like, explain. I was like, all right, now I have to explain it.
Yeah.
No version of explaining drag sounds good coming
would
out.
just
So I
say-
said, I'm a cross dresser at the wedding function.
Oh, that sounds worse. That's
Hi,
worse.
I'm a little crossy. I'm a little crossy girl.
You're like Tootsie.
Yeah.
Like Tootsie.
Well, I bend over, I push my sack all the way back, and then I put on a little maid outfit, and I go, ooh, you know what?
Don't you think if you would have showed them a picture of
That
you in your big look that
Big? The look was big.
no, like your big wig,
Oh, right. Yeah.
don't you think that I would have rang a bell? You're so famous.
Well, but then you know what it feels like? It feels like you're putting your wedding ring out and you're going, see that? It's worth 40 grand. How about, I don't know. It's like, I know I'm hot, and then he would have been
jerking it.
jerking it.
Yeah.
So-
Stone hard as steel.
Wait, do you know what else happened? I know we're supposed to ask you questions, but do you know what else happened? Last weekend, I was in, this was 2 days ago. I was coming back from a college gig, Carnegie Mellon.
How many gigs have you done in the last 3 days?
That's the problem with
18?
going on break. When you
Okay.
come back, they get you on the tricycle.
Okay.
So Carnegie Mellon, the little college gig. You guys have done college gigs. It's always
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of early and weird.
Oh, love
People don't really
college
come
gig.
to mine.
Oh, good.
But you still get paid.
Yes,
handsomely.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's fun when they don't come, like an empty room in
Oh,
an
shit.
auditorium.
That Gay
really
Straight
funny.
Alliance pays out.
Yeah.
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 3 people, 300 doesn't matter.
Well, she's paid by the Straight Gay Alliance.
Oh, no, she's on the spectrum.
Are you a queer
Yeah.
person?
You thought I was straight. I knew you did.
I don't know.
She clams. She's
I
like,
guess I assume that was wrong with me.
But my shirt says Tiva on it.
oh, I've got the
Oh.
big honking dyke shirt for you.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
But I have one for you too.
Oh, perfect. I want a really big one with 3 head holes so we
it's
can
funny.
all go inside.
Mary, it's funny because the one they gave me, I was going to gift to her, and the one they gave you was like a 3X. And I was like, damn.
They always be doing
That
that,
is
shit.
so dirty.
I was coming back
So
from the
dirty.
college gig, and my driver, the night of the election, a driver goes to me, "So, can I ask, what is it that you do?" I'm in full drag in the back seat.
Oh, shit.
I'm a dental hygienist.
yeah. Medical billings expert.
Yeah, I'm a medical transcriptionist. I get to make my own hours and work from home.
I sell leggings. Do you want... wait. So you do, I know what you do for a living. And it is really like my favorite thing. So I've watched every fucking episode of Hacks 3 times.
What about you, Trixie?
How
Well,
many
I
times?
Do you know what? I watched one. I watched the first one.
And she went, boom.
No, I don't watch a lot of television programs.
Did you like when I popped in and said something sassy?
Yes, that's the only person I like. I was like, know her, and I only watch
okay.
television for
Yeah.
that moment.
You don't like Jean.
Well, she doesn't like me. We have
Yeah.
a long. Well, I'm obsessed with her because of
do
Watchmen.
you have a feud with Jean?
No, I'm obsessed with her because
Oh,
of
okay.
Watchmen.
Yeah. When she
Mhm.
pulls that blue dildo out.
Yeah.
I actually
Hammer
haven't
time.
seen Watchmen.
Well,
Oh, wow.
and I was in that, so I wasn't.
But I mean, I've been a fan of her since Charlene, Designing Women.
I know. I thought she was so hot.
She's still
She
so
is.
hot.
Yeah. She smells really good.
Charlie.
What does she smell like? Charlene, not
She
Charlene.
smells like a beautiful perfume.
like what? Now, what would that perfume
Like
smell
a
like? Floral, fruity,
yeah, like a really strong, but not
Strong.
too strong.
but floral or fruity.
It's like both.
Is it kind of umami?
It's like
Steak Diane.
it smells like like I remember the first time I smelled her, I was like, whoa, like.
Did she know you were smelling her, or you just
She
came
just
up behind you?
walked by. She likes to she'll rub your she'll rub your arm, or like she'll
I
just be
thought you
like
were
always
gay.
touching, like she's always hugging, and
fucking love
and
her.
she just smells really good, like a fancy like woman's perfume.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Kayla is my favorite character, and Kayla and Jimmy's relationship over the two.
Me too.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, like whenever my mom came in to visit and we watched the whole series, and she was so obsessed with Kayla and Jimmy. By the last on the plane scene where it looks like he's proposing, we were like screaming.
Oh.
That scene was so fucking funny when where Jimmy's like, I'm not a woman or something, whatever, she
The
thinks.
screaming woman was really
screaming.
good in that scene.
It's hard to get little extras like that who have those moments
She's
that are
so good.
knocked it out of the park.
I just couldn't believe she was the killer. I thought that was like a weird kind of like, whoa. How did you get on this program?
Well, first of all, I want to say that means a lot to me that you watch it, and
Dude.
it means a lot to me that you'd have me on the podcast, even though you haven't seen it. But I'm
a fan of your other
First of all, I haven't
Yeah.
seen I haven't seen every inch of Hacks. You don't always see every inch of the show you're in, right?
Right.
Mama,
But you see most of it.
I've seen every
I'm
centimeter of that fucking
Well,
show.
you offer us as purveyors of your content many ways in which to experience you.
Instagram?
Well, also
Honey?
live performances. I saw this video of you recently doing an onstage meet and greet.
oh
Do you want to explain what that is?
Pointing?
yeah, I feel like some people were mad. What the
That
F? Who the F does she think she is? Fat bitch. I'm like, okay, well, it's a stand-up show.
I
First
loved
of
it.
you
all-
were seated and people were walking across.
Yeah.
And you pointed at them, but they couldn't cross.
And also, they could also do no right, which I loved. It was like, you're going too slow, you're going too
They
fast.
actually were doing a bad job.
And someone came up and you screamed. Like they went up to like say I love
Oh
you.
yeah,
and
they
you
got
just
too
screamed.
close. They got too close, tried to grab me. I did just a meet and greet in my stand-up show, and I had my two friends, Kara and Maddie, who was a couple, be twins. So sometimes they'd kiss throughout the show, and they're twins, but they're not in real life. And then I told them to help me do sort of a meet and greet, and had the table set up, and took a long time to set it up, and then but I thought it was worth it.
Oh, I saw her at Dynasty Typewriter, okay, with Hannah Einbinder. Her set was so deranged. She comes out, she is singing a song. She starts like the first bar of a song, and then continues, and then continues, and then says it over and over. It was so funny. Me and the girl I was with were like wetting ourselves. It was so crazy. I was like, wow, if a normal person was here, I don't know what they would think of this person. Like, it
I
was
think that's
truly
fun though.
insane.
I like when
Yeah.
people are there not understanding it.
It was, and you like people, like if anybody went to the bathroom, you would call them out. It was so like aggressive, but also very playful and confrontational.
But I feel like
Love
I've
it.
seen so much of your stand up on the internet, the YouTube. So if people are fans of you from that, do they really show up and get confused by the media?
Well, I think that some people just go to like show, like feel like in LA especially, they'll just like show up because they want to see like stand up and they won't know, or like someone will bring their friend and the friend doesn't know.
Yeah.
I
If I-
think people understand more now that I've performed a lot and it's online. But
If
The other problem is you put David Spade on the sign and then they
yeah, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
They're in the role of Whoopi Goldberg tonight is Meg Stalter.
Yeah.
If I went to the Laugh Factory and saw you, I'd
Yeah.
be like, this deranged person.
I don't really do clubs anymore.
I
I like
Right.
to be in a theater.
yeah.
Because I did that for years where they wouldn't get it fully and be like mad at me. I used to have this bit where I'd have fake blood in my mouth and I'd come out on stage, and it was at the Laugh Factory, and I would open my mouth and be like, "Hi guys, sorry if my mouth bleeds tonight. It's just because I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous tonight, so it probably won't happen." And everyone was dead silent, and someone went, is she okay? Like it was at the Laugh Factory in Chicago. So it was like the whole audience was like straight, like out of town people. And then my friend in the back was laughing so hard he was like crying.
See, there you go. There could be 99 people in the room.
Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for clean eating, so you can feel good about good for you meals. You guys, I got to tell you, I have been wowing people ever since I started working with Green Chef. I started cooking all the time. I cook the recipes, recook them. I'm a great cook and I know all the basics of cooking. When I used to not be able to cook, they'd be like, well, I'd be like, how do you learn to cook? And they'd be like, well, you just have to cook to learn to cook. But that was daunting. And Green Chef, these meals, you can make them in 30 minutes or less. They are super easy, super delicious. Even the ones that are 30 minutes, I don't think I ever spend more than 25 in preparation. They introduced me to lots of new foods. Like I'm a couscous person. I'm just like so like insulated with my food experience that I've never even had that until I started using Green Chef, and I love it. It's great. There's options for every lifestyle, like a Mediterranean, plant-based, gluten-free. Like for a while when I was doing the gluten-free thing, that was so nice to be able to just cook and be brainless about it, Plus, they have different like seasonal offerings, and it's like definitely holiday season vibes. So, you can have a good like feel good Thanksgiving with Green Chef with all the fixings of like an organic turkey, stuffing, gravy, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, apple crumble. My favorite recipe to this day, I can't believe this broccoli cheese soup that I made on Green Chef. I couldn't believe I made it. It was so good. Go to greenchef.com/bald50 and use the code bald50 for 50% off your first box, plus 20% off your next 2 months. That's code bald50 at greenchef.com/bald50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next 2 months. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well. Hi, it's Trixie, and today's episode of The Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by our friends at Via. Listen, it's the holiday season, and I can tell you, in addition to the holidays, we are currently banking a bunch of content and trying to pre-film and pre-tape and get everything ready so that when I'm with my family, I can be present, and it can make me very stressed. And I know for me, a small low-dose THC gummy can really take me out of overwork mode and put me into sleep mode and relax mode so I can watch a film and recharge for the next day. Via is well renowned for their award-winning THC and THC-free gummies and vapes, THCA flower, soothing topicals, and calming drops, all crafted with the highest quality hemp sourced from trusted, independently owned American farms. And the best part is, Via legally ships to nearly all U.S. states in discreet packaging directly to your door with a worry-free guarantee, no medical card required. So this holiday season, gift yourself some peace of mind. If you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code BALD to receive 15% off. After you purchase, they ask you where you heard about them, and please support our show by telling them where. This holiday season, enhance your everyday with Via. Very brazen. You get up there and you're not afraid of a response
Ballsy.
that's like, what's going on? I mean, I love that.
Brass cojones on this one.
Something really scary happened to me at a show recently at the
What
Logo.
happened?
So it was a Halloween show, and I was dressed as Jamie Lee Curtis, but Dom version,
Dumb?
No,
Oh.
like BDSM. Sorry,
Sexy.
I was gonna say Dom,
The
like
stupid,
dominatrix.
Stupid Jamie Lee
I was dressed as dumb Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, it was like a BDSM woman. Like I had a dog leash on me, and this guy in the back of the room stood up by the door for like 40 minutes. Like he was just standing there, like he wanted to kill me. And the whole time I was talking about it, but the venue didn't know I was kidding because I always do jokes like that. So I was like, okay, he's still standing back there. Okay, he's gonna rush the stage. He's reaching for his pocket. Hopefully he doesn't have a weapon. But the venue thought I was kidding.
Oh God.
Which I understand. It's
Right.
like I because I'm always like, sit down. Oh, come on, piss or
Yeah.
get off the pot. Don't go to the
yeah.
bathroom during my set. But he wouldn't leave. Like he was just standing in the back, like the whole.
You thought it really
show.
was maybe.
I thought he was gonna kill me, and then my girlfriend went and got someone, and he was escorted out.
I feel like you could have de-escalated that real quick though. It would have turned into a fierce bit.
if he tried to kill me.
Yeah, like you would have got engaged or something by the
Oh,
end.
I think
yeah.
you
I
would
think
have
I
gotten
could've-
fully stabbed. Well, when you're walking on stage with blood coming out of your mouth to start, it's a little bit crying wolf. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I know.
Faking your own death would be really cunty.
If I got shot on stage, which I don't want to do, by the way, do you think people would think it was planned like as a joke?
Depends
that's
on
what I'm concerned
depends
about.
on the firearm.
That's what
sort
I'm
of like-
scared of too.
If you were in
Shotgun, hard to fake.
if you were in Phantom of the Opera and I dropped a chandelier on you, the audience would be like,
Yeah.
Because they know that that's going to happen.
That's my
a
dream.
piano dropped on me.
So if you do blood of the mouth and then, you really start bleeding on the mouth one day, no one's going to say anything.
But if a man's choking me, I bet eventually someone will be like, wait a second.
The body contact people won't, you're fucked. Because they'll think it's a bit.
Or maybe they'll think
You
it's
know
kind
what
of...
I mean? Yeah, it's like, ooh, this is a bit. Oh, it's also sexy.
It's erotic.
Jerking off.
It's very
Well,
erotic.
it was crazy that no one left because people did get really scared during the show because I kept talking about it.
What did he look like?
A big white guy, scary, standing, not moving an inch.
Menacing.
Did he have a gun?
Well,
Did he work at the venue? Because sometimes they have ushers standing. You know that.
Oh,
right?
wait.
He had a credit card machine, but he's holding it really weird.
He was standing in the ticket booth and he kept saying, "Show me your ticket."
He was standing in the back. I was like, you coming or going? You coming or going? You're standing back there, you coming or going? And he was like, I'm waiting for people to come back from the bathroom so I could go sit down. I'm like, cool. That's actually good. You want to see what's gonna happen in the show. Awesome. Like, you're an amazing fan. And then he
just stayed there.
Then he stayed there when people came back from the bathroom, and I was like, okay, you're still there. That's not scary at all. He's not scary at all. But people were laughing because I was making it funny, I guess. But it was scary, and I couldn't really do anything.
It's probably a lymphatic drainage thing. He didn't want to get big.
I was scared that something medical was happening.
Oh, babe,
Like I was like, oh my God, what if he couldn't sit?
And he died.
His legs were straight for forever.
Oh, right. You're shaming him for having no knees.
Yeah. But no,
Damn.
he eventually was asked to leave, and he was yelling.
Oh
What did he
my
yell?
God.
What did he yell?
Well, he just was like, I don't know. I was going to make up
Fuck you,
something.
fuck you, faggot
I don't
bitch.
know.
Fuck you,
I
bitch.
couldn't really hear him.
You
You
turd
faggy bitch.
I think he was saying like, I'm allowed to stand. I don't know what he said. But you know what was embarrassing is that I was dressed as Jamie Lee Curtis, and then my friend Caitlin Riley was coming out as Demi Moore, and I was going to interview her about the substance. So she had to do the whole interview like right after that happened, and she didn't know that all of that happened, so it like didn't go that well.
Oh shit.
But she was being so funny, and she had like a raspy voice to be Demi.
She is amazing. She is so funny.
It was
Who?
so funny.
Caitlin Riley.
Who's Caitlin Riley?
Well, I found her on TikTok, and then we
Mhm.
saw her in we saw her in some Netflix program. I saw her in. She's so funny. She does like this wasp mom character that's so amazing. She does like that quirky lady from a film, or like that mom from an indie film. She does all these
we
characters.
saw her on
on-
Netflix. What was the show? I forget what it was.
I forget. She
Yeah.
played a little tiny person, shrunk
Mhm.
down.
What do you?
Oh.
No. She was the character was like this big in a glass jar.
What?
Oh,
what's
you
that
thought-
on? I didn't know.
Oh no, she played a normal sized body person who was little.
Okay, what was it in?
Teeny tiny people.
Teeny tiny people of Netflix.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Netflix presents really, really small tiny people.
Also, I feel bad. You asked me how I got hacks,
Oh, I would love to know.
and I think I actually did a really bad audition tape for it, and it was really filmed bad, and I was wearing a bad outfit, and it was like my brother's dogs were like barking in the background. But I met Paul in a stand-up show, and we hit it off, so I think that helped.
I
For sure.
love him.
My tape was really bad.
I love him, Paul.
He's so funny.
He's so hot.
He's really
Well, maybe
cute.
now I'm gonna have to
Skin.
watch.
His
Hot
skin.
people.
Mary, he's funny, he's smart, and he has incredible skin.
Yeah, he does.
Holy shit.
He's really funny at improv too.
God, he's so sweet
Mhm.
too.
You're gonna love hacks.
I feel it's people have showed me that they're jealous of me because they wish they could watch it for the first time again.
Oh,
so
who said
I'm
that?
very horny to watch this.
Oh, Mama, you're
That
gonna
is so
fucking love it.
nice.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
It's so country.
this will be the only television program I watch. This
Well,
is going to be huge.
I actually think you will really like it.
No, I don't watch a lot of television. It's no disrespect to
What
you.
about the first
or
episode?
Gene
Didn't
or
leave you wanting
anybody.
more?
Well, to be fair,
Well, she got me to watch it.
to be fair,
She's been
I
trying to
don't
get me to watch
enjoy
The
comedies.
Substance for 2 months.
No, but to be fair,
Oh.
I don't enjoy comedies usually
Oh,
because
really?
I don't find them funny. But
yeah,
the Hacks is actually very funny, and it's also very poignant, very well written.
that means a lot
It
because
really
I
is.
love you guys so much.
Yeah, and
I know you're
How
gonna
did you
like
find
it.
us? The internet?
I think
Backpage.
We found
yeah,
you
I
on
feel
the
like
internet.
I just
think.
found you on the internet, and I watched your documentary,
Oh god.
and it made me cry, and I was really like felt close to you, and I think I just saw like videos of the podcast, and then I started listening.
Oh.
Was it when you had cancer?
Yeah, well,
That's usually how people find us.
I
the
was going to
cancer
do
one.
a joke about and then I thought all of a sudden Deadline article Megan had cancer. And
Yeah.
then, no, I didn't have that. And then it's like, okay, well, I just ruined your joke.
Right. No,
It's
go
okay.
on sabbatical. You'll get you get the news coverage of your life.
Seriously, front page news. Woman takes a break.
Woman
Yeah,
takes a
wasn't
much
there
needed
one
break.
about you that was like Trixie sees memes that she missed or
the
something?
BBC reported
Struggling drag star takes a step back.
Yeah.
And the video is like me DJing.
DJing in a giant wig with pink, like tons of pink blush.
Oh my God. Well, I definitely found you guys through the podcast. I actually never watched really Drag Race until I
Don't
was
start
going to
now.
be one of the guest judges, and then I watched some of it.
Right.
I was always too far behind of like the rules of the show,
Right.
so that it was hard to catch up.
Yeah. Usually they just look like a woman and do that. That's the
Well, I
rules of
love
the show.
drag, but I just never got into the rules of the show.
Which episode did you guest judge?
One of the ones,
What were they
Let's
doing?
think about it.
Were they
there's still a lot. Oh, there was an old lady dance.
okay?
Oh.
The rock star crew.
Okay. Oh
An
yeah.
old lady dance. Was it Rue or Michelle?
It was Rue.
I think it was Got Mick there. Do you remember a white face person? No. Like
no,
white,
no,
actual
no.
white. No, yeah.
It wasn't. It was
I think you should
What
clarify
was
what the
it?
white face is.
Yeah, I mean like
No,
white.
no.
Like,
it was Rue, and then but it was also Michelle was there too.
so old lady.
I feel like
Every
Dorothy.
episode of Drag Race there ever was. There was drag queens, there was cameras.
there was drag, but there were also queens.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you said was it Rue or Michelle? And I was like, well, both of them were there.
No, you said old lady dancing, and I was like, which one? But
Yeah. Well, guess what? I was really bad at yelling out the catchphrases, so I had to do a bunch at the end because I'm not good at. Oh, honey, those shoes, you gotta throw those out and give her some slippers. So I
That's
just made
my
up ones
favorite.
at the end, but I'm
love
not.
that.
How do you do that while they're walking? Like, oh yeah, cuntaholic.
Well, we've never been asked to judge, so we don't know.
No, in puns on the fly.
I'm
good.
not a pun
No,
girl.
But I love that. Oh, girl, you're looking a little
Yeah.
ugly. Maybe change that outfit. Like now.
While they're walking.
I know that it's probably all puns, and you're like, I don't like it.
Yeah. Ooh, blue sky, turtleneck.
Yeah,
Also, I was
that looks
terrified
bad.
that they
Yeah.
were going to say one at the same time I was trying to say one, and then I was like, "Oh, you go." Like that's
Did you
so
have
awkward.
somebody in your ear?
No,
We just interrupt
Shit.
each other. We don't worry about who's talking.
No.
when.
Yeah.
but Rue was. I would have been scared to interrupt her.
Well, she'll hit you.
Yeah, I heard her yell about something.
What did she yell about?
Well, I don't know if I should. I'm not saying anything bad about her,
We'll-
but
we'll
she
edit
did
it
raise her
out.
voice. Okay, she said, "Come on, people, I'm in a corset." I shouldn't have said that.
Very fair.
Valid.
But she was.
Absolutely
I think she
valid.
wanted to wrap it up or something, or they wanted to redo the dance, and she was like, "Come on, I'm in a corset." So it's actually not mean of her. She just was telling everyone she
Yeah.
was uncomfortable.
75 years old,
Sometimes,
all pigged up like
Yeah,
that.
get her. Let's snack.
sometimes I walk in and we'll say like, this outfit's really uncomfortable. I have about this much time.
Yes,
before
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say I'm not talking bad about her
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
literally I would be so uncomfortable. I can't
Yeah.
wear a corset for more than 1 second. I'll pass out.
Yeah.
I have a question about drag. When you did the Elf hydration,
Oh,
Elf
yeah.
Holy Hydration, I love that moisturizer. I've been using it for like 2 years. Love her.
Mm,
And I
Elf.
saw you in the ad, and you had those hair horns on. Did that hurt? Because that's like clipped into your real hair.
Oh, well, my hairstylist, Clayton Hawkins, is so incredible, and he made it like a headband. So he made the horns a headband, but also all of the hair is fake, but it looks like mine because it's like, well, I mean, it looks a little better than mine, but it's fake hair, which did hurt because like the clip-ins kind of hurt eventually.
Yeah.
The horns not too much because it's like a headband.
Because
That's what I did during Halloween.
you wore clip-in extensions.
Wait, what did
I
you
wore
dress
headband
as?
of horns.
Wait,
she
what
was
were
the
you?
devil.
Yeah.
You were
I
the
was
devil.
a sexy devil. I
Well-
showed my midriff.
I
Scary.
want to see a picture of it.
I'll show it to you later.
Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is sponsored by Airbnb. Y'all, the holidays are upon us. I have to tell you guys, I had not been to Wasaki, Wisconsin in so many years since pre-COVID. And I went up there last month. And of course, my whole family moved to Milwaukee. You guys know I bought my mom a house. And so everyone lives in Milwaukee now. So I had nowhere to stay. And there's not even like hotels in that area. It's such a small area. So I got on Airbnb, and my host, Jody, hi, Jody. She probably doesn't listen to this or know who I am. But she made it so easy. Her cabin was beautiful. It was like right in the middle of my small town, so I knew exactly where it was. The Wi-Fi, the heating, and it was like a family cabin. So it had a bunch of like, DVDs. When you go on vacation, you just like watch, movies with your family. It was perfect for staying a couple days. It had everything for cooking. It had knives. Like, because it's a real family's cabin, I didn't have to bring anything. In my suitcase, I packed a pan. I packed like a spatula because I thought I'd be cooking breakfast, and they had all of that. It was so nice. You know, it was just perfect for me. And it slept 8, but honestly, it was so affordable that I just got it anyway. So instead of a bunch of kids' beds being used and stuff, it was just like, had a full bedroom. It was like perfect for me. I could have never achieved like that experience of like relaxed and everything kind of provided for me if I had stayed in a hotel. I mean, a hotel in rural Wisconsin. So check out Airbnb.com or check out the Airbnb app. Download it. I cannot recommend it enough. Trips are always better with Airbnb. Today's episode, Bald and the Beautiful, is brought to you by Curay. If you guys know me and Katya, we do love to occasionally dabble into a fine handbag item specifically. And my problem is I wear all this body makeup, hand makeup, hairspray, cheap perfume. I mean, I'm not always the nicest to my bags. And so I previously had been like afraid of even taking my nice purses out in drag. But now with Curay, I have an ultimate solution for protecting and preserving my purse collection, ensuring that they stay beautiful forever. I mean, think about it. You take care of your shoes, your apartment, your car, your body. So why not take care of your luxury bags? Because these bags are investments. And so you can make the investment last a lifetime with Curay. You know, I love handbags and I want them to be perfectly nice. A lot of my bags, you guys, I buy for Trixie stuff like light pink, pastel pink bags that are constantly threatening to be dirty. And that's why I'm excited about Curay, the ultimate solution for protecting and preserving your purse collection. We maintain our shoes, our bags, so like, why not specifically our handbags? These are investments and our hands are dirty and we want our bags to last a lifetime. And with Curay, they will. I mean, if you ever want to resell, Curay keeps your bags in top condition for maximum value. There's a limited supply available, so head to mycuray.com to get your leather care kit today. That's mycuire.com, the best way to make your handbag last forever.
This episode is sponsored by Rocket RX. Good evening, fans of the Bald and the Beautiful. As you sit at home all alone tonight watching a movie or scrolling on your phone, you might find yourself thinking, is this it? Is this all there is to life? There are so many things and people to do out there in this wide world of ours, and then you go back to your phone because you've had a few experiences where the mind was willing but the flesh was not. Not only is your experience common, but it's also not the conclusion to the epic novel that is your life. So get up off the bench, tell the coach to put you back in the game, and go throw a field goal into that hoop that is your sex life. Now you may be thinking, how can I turn things around down south? Well, let me ask you a few questions. What if I told you there was another way? What if I told you that all men experience both the hills and valleys of life, and that you're not alone? What if I told you that stronger, longer-lasting erections were just a click away? Listen, I'd like to tell you a little bit about men's health and how Rocket RX can help. I personally know a lot of men who have a lot of sex. I've even been known to be one of those men from time to time. No matter who you are, how much you exercise or what you eat, there will inevitably come a time in your life when you go through a bit of a slump. It happens to the best of us, and it's not your fault. And no matter what you think or what others may say, you need to know that there's help out there. Help that can turn your quivering mound of love pudding into a taut pork sword of indescribable ecstasy. If you ever experience erectile dysfunction, or simply want to find an easy way to have better sex, you need to check out Rocket RX. Rocket RX provides trusted FDA-approved treatments for erectile dysfunction at a lower price than branded alternatives. They're delivered straight to your door in discreet, plain packaging. And the best part? No in-person appointments or pharmacy visits are needed. It's better sex made simple. Complete a 100% online, quick and easy consultation now with no in-person appointment needed. Get a free online prescription from a real U.S. clinical team today. Start now. It takes just 2 minutes. Head to the link in the description and use code BALD for 40% off your first order. Again, that's code BALD for 40% off your first order. Terms and conditions apply. The offer, 40% off your first order, is only available once for new customers and cannot be combined with other offers. This offer is not available for prescriptions.
People were mad at my costume.
For the commercial?
No, for Halloween, I was Ariana Grande and my girlfriend was the boyfriend, the redhead guy.
Ed Sheeran?
The SpongeBob guy?
No, yeah, what is his name?
Ed Sheeran.
Ethan
Hawke.
Well, Ethan Slater.
Ethan Slater.
And so we were a celebrity couple, but people were mad because they thought we were.
Did you guys see Patty Harrison's Halloween costume?
Oh, yeah.
What did she dress up as? I didn't see it. Oh, Michael Jackson.
Wait, she really looks like him.
With the
her.
baby. With
Good
the
for
baby.
her. But with the
contouring
blanket
and stuff, with like the contouring, plastic surgery contouring, and
Give
the
her
baby.
the Oscar.
She actually did a really good
Give her
job.
the Oscar.
Did you read her? She wrote an apology.
I hope she.
Oh, but it's like jokes.
It's so
I go
funny.
through hell apologizing. I hate apologizing for my
That bitch
costume.
is so funny.
She is deranged.
Do you guys
So-
think that people should apologize online when someone's mad, or do you think it almost makes them even more mad at you?
I think the only way to apologize is to do it on parchment with calligraphy and a quill.
Yeah.
And if people have the patience to wait for
Yeah.
it, then it's good. If not, don't bother. Seriously. What are you going to apologize about?
I
Hitting
know.
somebody with your car?
Right. Well,
What-
then you should.
But
Sorry.
online only.
Yeah,
Never to the
online
family.
only.
Never to the family.
Just hit
only
somebody.
a story
So
post.
sorry.
A story post.
But sometimes
Sorry,
people get more
LOL.
mad at someone that apologizes. Like they were mad at Chapel for saying like there's problems on both sides
Right.
Yeah.
politically. And then they were mad that she was trying to explain like, no, I'm obviously not voting for Trump.
Right.
And people are still mad at her.
Hard to get nuance across online.
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
people
why you
will
just
get-
show my tits.
People will get mad at us for saying we aren't voting. People will get mad at us saying
Yes.
who we're voting for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
They got
you
mad
can't
at
really
the-
win.
you wouldn't believe the vitriol hurled at this color, right? And this
People hate the set.
People are mad at the
they
set.
hate the
Pissed.
set more than
I love it.
Mama, they hate the
They're
set
pissed.
more than like certain world wars.
Well, I
pissed.
saw on the pod you were like, sorry, our set's ugly. Well, guess what? We love it. And I thought, well, I don't know why you're saying it's ugly because I
guess
love
what,
it.
though?
Because we're ready for the
What
they're
are they?
gonna be
Why are they
mad.
upset? I love that color.
They've
do your
gone-
fans like you? Because our fans are ready at any moment to
They've
let us
gone
know
to the
exactly
Netflix
what's
comments and said, "Ooh, love this red. Thank God it's not blue."
Oh yeah.
They've infiltrated the other areas of our content.
Are they ever like, I hate moisturizer, bitch, or whatever they
Oh,
say
they
to
were
you?
really mad at my Pantene commercial, and I had to silence the comments because they were going, "Oh, it's bad for your hair." Well, number one, yeah, probably. Number two, I still used it, so I don't have a problem being in a commercial for something I actually use.
Also, you look so pretty.
Thank you.
Your hair is kind of your hair is so beautiful. Do you
Oh,
always wear it
really?
very
You
long
think
like
so?
this?
Oh well. Actually, speaking of Pantene, they chopped my hair off for the commercial,
Good for
and so
them.
it took me a long time to grow it back. So they cut it like a lot, like this much. Well,
Bastards.
so up to my breasts.
Right. And it's good to have just
Yeah.
enough to cover the nipple in case you
Yeah.
want to go topless.
I know, but they
Did
didn't
they
leave that much.
They didn't make you go topless for Pantene.
I
Interesting.
thought that would be so funny.
That would be great.
That'd be like blurred out.
Or like a hair bra.
Yeah,
You know.
that would be a good hair
Yeah.
commercial. But I think I'm allowed to talk about that now because I think it's over the campaign. But also, I'm not saying anything bad. I still use Pantene. I love Pantene.
I would get paid for selling something I didn't even know.
Except on this podcast.
Like-
we would never do that.
Like,
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah.
love these grenades. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
$5.
Would you sell like a hair product that would make people's hair fall out?
Yes, I'm bald.
There is something I said no to. A couple years ago, they asked me to do a campaign for Jenny Craig.
For who?
Jenny Craig.
Jenny Craig.
what
What does
you know-
that mean?
So I want to know. I want to know what the.
I forgot.
The email is probably like, "Hey, girly."
Hey,
I'm
you, hey,
crying.
plus size diva.
Yeah. Hey, big ass bitch. Your tits are ass and there's no waist in sight.
Yeah.
You'd
We
love
fuck-
to sell this.
We fucking love you, you fat bitch.
Yeah. you
Also, they're
fat
kind of
diva.
saying they're kind of saying like, "You'd make a great before photo."
Oh, I
They're
know.
kind of saying that, you
I
know.
know. And so what was sad is my manager called and was like, "Hey, this one's weird. Kind of weird."
I've gotten
And
that call.
I remember being
This
like,
one's weird.
"Yeah, you know why I said no? I actually think now I would do it as a joke. Sorry, I would, but I think then I actually felt like, what if I'm encouraging like bad diet culture?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got recently. There's been interest in me doing an anti-smoking thing, and I'm like, well, do I have to quit smoking?
Oh, you're.
And I think
I would think that's the crux.
yeah, I think that's
that
probably,
means they want you to stop, and so they're
I
saying
know.
we'll pay you to stop.
that
like,
could be horny.
Mama. I'll tell you the details later. It's extremely horny.
You should
Very.
do it. You should quit.
But what if you really
Yeah.
like it? What if it really helps
How
you?
are they gonna know if I just sneak a couple
You
here
sneak,
and there?
you smoking in secret?
What are they gonna test my blood?
This is the Katherine Heigl of the drag community.
Yeah, Mama. Somebody's got to smoke. I'm gonna do it.
Wait, that's interesting that you're getting offers for non-smoking when you do. My
because
first thought was don't
they
do
want
smoke.
They use the program
inspiration.
to quit.
The inspiration.
Oh.
They want a
Yeah.
success
Okay.
story. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, see that snaggletooth orphan, and now she's a
They
princess.
wanted you to quit. They wanted me to lose a little bit of weight, but not
Right.
that much.
Notice they didn't ask you to quit meth.
Yeah, no,
They
no,
were
no.
like, that's not gonna take.
All the hard drugs, that's fine. We just
yeah.
need that nicotine out of there.
So if you're losing weight for money, you're quitting smoking for money. I hope that I can perhaps grow hair or
Get
Oh
boobs.
Get
my
boobs.
god,
Yeah.
you have big hair.
huge and curly like a perm,
Yeah.
Meg Ryan.
Yeah,
You need to be the face of the hair club for men, but the toupee, like the systems.
Well, we've done that on this. We've done hymns on this channel.
No, I'm talking like an installed unit on
Oh.
your head.
What do you
Like-
think of the men with the units, the toupees, the wigs, the units?
like. Are you talking about when they glue it down?
Absolutely.
Or no?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I think that first of all, I think it's hot when people are bald.
Okay.
And so I don't know. Like, if I was dating someone that was gluing their hair, I'd just be like, why don't you not do it?
Right.
Why go through the trouble? You don't
Yeah,
need to
because
do all
like,
that.
also imagine how uncomfortable glue on your head all the time.
But imagine the satisfaction of having a beautiful hairstyle.
Well, yeah, I think wigs are fun though. So it's like, why not be bald and like put on a wig and not just glue it down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
think
know?
it's they really want to keep it secret. They don't want to be open about it.
Well, when you see
Right,
when you see a
right.
guy with the toupee, to me, do you remember that scene in Austin Powers where he's like moly, 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 and he like cannot talk about the mole? When I notice the hair is fake, the guy, whoever,
Yeah.
the he they is talking to me, whoever, and they're nodding and talking to me, and I'm like, whatever they're saying, I can't hear, and all I can think of is grabbing it and like pulling it.
Or just like pulling it down over their eyes.
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys think I could go full blonde and would it change everything for me?
I think it would be a huge disaster.
Well, I think you're so gorgeous.
Well, I actually feel like I used to think like, oh, blonde would be everything, but I got a couple blonde highlights and I actually look better darker.
Mama, you're a
I
brunette.
love your
Yeah.
hair.
Oh, thank you. That means
Yeah.
a lot to me. I think darker the better for me.
Yeah.
Stunning brunettes. That's what we need in this world.
Yeah, we need more brunettes.
You always do your own glam, the makeup.
No, but today I did. Does it look good?
Yeah, it looks great. I feel like your personal style with the makeup. Have you when did you start doing the wing? When did you like start doing that?
I will say, looking at old videos, people thought my makeup being bad was part of the character. And they'd
People
be like,
still
oh my
think-
God, the makeup, the way, like, I'm like, the makeup's not, like, I had this on today and
You
it was
should-
pretty bad.
You should hear the shit drag queens say to us about the things we wear.
Oh
and
yeah,
do.
they're like, I love how you just go out wearing anything, girl.
Girl, you're just
so
doing you,
courageous.
girl.
Yeah.
You're so funny.
Are they kind of, I was going to ask, like, I'm not good at roast jokes. Like, is that kind of what they're doing there?
It's an unintentional. It's a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
Heavy on the backhand. Though.
Like you come out in a gown and like beaded gown, and you're like, I'm Miss Thing, and somebody goes, you are hilarious, and you go,
Oh
oh,
my
okay,
God.
good.
There
Yeah.
was someone that did that to me and Hannah at a, I won't say who, but at a photo shoot, she kept being like, oh my God, you two are so funny. We were like trying to model and they were like, you guys don't even have to do anything and you're cracking my ass up. And we
And you're
literally
trying to
looked
just be like,
gorgeous. Like, I was like,
Damn.
I don't even know what we're doing wrong. And at one point she was like, oh, come on, don't do that, Meg. And I was literally like posing, like,
You're like, and they're like, girl, stop. You're doing too
Yeah.
much.
The
you
curse
I'll
of the
just do a
funny
normal
girl.
face for once.
yeah.
And I'm like, so I get that.
Damn.
Do you like doing photo shoots?
I do, but like
good.
I like it when it's.
It's really good. Because you're gonna have to do them for a long time.
Yes.
So if
Wait,
you hate
do
them,
I do like it. I like it, but I don't want it to be like a funny photo shoot. I just want it to be hot.
You don't want like a carrot.
Totally.
in your
I'm not
mouth.
trying to be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
during a photo
Like-
shoot.
Yeah. Like the cover of your comedy book. Like,
right?
yeah.
Right. That's how we feel. Like
Yeah.
we don't ever in the picture are like, you know what face I hate? Like in drag when it's always like that. I can't describe it as anything but like a brunch drag face. Like
It's
I hate
Manila
that
Luzon.
shit.
It's like
I hate
the.
that. Like I hate that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You
wanna-
never do that though. Y'all
She
always
does
look
this.
hot. Yeah.
Or sometimes with the mouth open. I struggle to find sexy every single time. I haven't
No,
quite.
you always look sexy.
Ugh, it's always
she
a
walks
struggle.
out there.
It's so bad.
This is my sister.
so
and I
bad.
love her. She walks out there. and
doesn't
she-
know what a camera is.
She takes out her thick.
I start banging it against the table.
During are you talking about during a
but
photo
she-
shoot?
but she
I
goes
just don't
out-
know what I'm
She goes out in
doing.
panic.
Oh,
She goes
okay.
out and go, I don't know what to do.
I literally, I'm like, I did the drag. I have the hair on. I did it. Now what?
Yeah.
I don't like-
Do they do
I don't know how to do it.
Do they do the fans for your long hair? Do you like?
I
Yeah.
do like when they do that.
Yeah.
It makes me feel, I get like really into it. I really do like a photo shoot. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Do you ever get like a really gay photographer who's like, yes, bitch, you fucking bitch. You're such a bitch.
I actually don't know if I've
Oh.
had that.
Do you get the gay
I
guys?
wouldn't mind that. I'd like that.
It's great energy.
Oh, if it's too much, then it makes me like, wait, he's kidding. He's like laughing at me.
Yeah. Do you get the gay guys yelling crazy shit at you?
Hi, gay. Yeah. I think hi, gay.
Unavoidable.
Lately, when people ask for a picture, I'm a little bit more distant because I think before I would talk and it would be like, I'd feel bad for whoever I was with.
Sure.
So now I feel like I'm like dead silent.
Do you ever? Do people?
And it's because I don't want to be rude to the person I'm with, not
Yeah.
because I don't
I
want
get
to
that.
say hi. If I was
Yeah.
alone, I would be saying hi, but I feel so awkward now because I'll be like quiet and just take the picture and I seem like a bitch, but I actually feel bad for whoever I'm with.
Yeah. Do people get really specific? Like, can you do that yogurt thing, or like, can you do that? Like, ask for a bit
I
or
think
something.
people ask like if it's an interview, then they'll be like, "Can you say hi, gay," into the camera?
Okay.
Sometimes,
Right. They want you to start the video with like, yeah.
but
Yeah.
people don't really come up to me that much.
really.
What I really understand is when you're with someone, I can't explain it, but when the person who wants the picture leaves, you feel like sorry. You feel like
Yes.
you were rude to your
Yeah.
I'm
friend.
also embarrassed too.
I feel embarrassed. I
if
feel like
it's
I was
in
rude.
public. I've like because people don't know who I am. Like at the airport, they're like, "Who the fuck is that old fag?" Like, why is that person famous? You know what I mean? And it just feels like embarrassing.
Have you ever gotten this? Sometimes like on an airplane, if someone like usually a flight attendant, will come up to the gay
Oh, yeah.
celebrities, whatever, and the flight attendant will say hi, whatever, and take a picture, and then the someone's uncle who's in the seat next to you goes, "All right, who are you?"
And they're kind of rude about it.
And
The
then you go,
barefoot guy did that to me. He's like, "So what do you do?"
Because they recognize you.
Yeah, because the flight attendant's like, "Oh my god, it's like they were freaking out."
Are you gonna fuck me?
Yeah, like we're so happy on this flight. Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
And then
It is embarrassing. I'm getting red just thinking
it is
get
about it.
embarrassing. I hate it.
I used to do these Instagram lives during COVID where
Oh,
I'd
yes.
like be dressed as like a flight
Oh, yes.
attendant for an hour and
Yes.
like just be alone and like losing my mind. And there was a flight attendant one, and there was a couple flight attendants once that came up to me and was like, "We were all watching your video," which is embarrassing because I was pretending to be their job for like an hour. But it wasn't
Right.
like smart. Like it wasn't like
They're mad about the representation.
You're like,
They're
yeah,
We're
I
not
was
really
worried
like
about the
that.
representation.
We don't serve hot nuts anymore, you bitch.
do the massage or chiro people love you doing the?
I've never met a massager,
Thank God.
Oh,
but
I love when you massage these.
you know,
bitches.
I don't meet massagers because I don't really get massages because they kind of scare me. I'm worried that they're going to crack my back and I'm going to be like not able to walk.
Don't go to a chiropractor, baby.
I never will. Not even if someone was forcing me to.
The drag race queens love to in exchange for like a skin treatment or a fake tooth or whatever they're doing. They'll do like I love Dr. Meyer and he made me feel so comfortable. And then it's a video of that drag queen you love getting her face ripped off. It's crazy.
Or her ankles hobbled with a mallet.
I can't tell how many of these cross dressers, these crossies I've seen laid on some table getting their neck like.
I hate that. Do you do that? Get the neck cracked?
No, mama.
And if I do, I'm gonna pay for it and not put it on the internet.
I just did it free of charge.
I don't ever want anyone to crack me. I don't
Especially
want
the
that.
neck at the speed and
No.
they're gonna twist your head right off.
well, crack kills.
Right.
Everyone
Didn't you
knows that.
say, no, I mean, and not to be a super fan, but didn't you say on the podcast that you said something about that you saw in the news that they were gluing teeth into people's mouths?
Cunty.
Girl, I saw it on the
Cunty.
news. I started watching the news during my
And
break.
you said chiropractors aren't real. You said
Well,
that.
no,
you
they're
said
real.
that.
No, they're real. They're just not
Certified?
doctors.
well, I
They're
went
not
to an
doctors.
osteopath
Not
who she
doctors.
said is also fake.
No, not fake. It's just not good.
So the osteopath told me chiropractors have like a third of the training of an osteopath.
It's like
And he
That's
said,
so
he said, listen,
scary.
I'm not a doctor, and they have like a third of my training. So what do you think? I
it's
was
like,
damn.
the woman who sells leggings in Santiago could do just as good of a job like cracking your neck.
I got one of those wheel things you lay on the back, the rollers. That's that's free chiropractic,
Oh,
you know.
hell yeah.
But I saw on the news this guy in his house had a dentist chair, and he was telling these women like, "Hey, it's $2,800, whatever. You fly down to Florida. I teach a
Oh
few
my
of you at a
God,
time how
that
to
is so
install
crazy.
veneers." He's not a
veneer
dentist, and neither are
installation
they.
technician.
Do they know how to carve the teeth down? You know, with the like shark teeth?
No,
You
they
know
would
when
take
people
like
get that?
they would take like a polymer stuff, whatever, and sculpt it onto the tooth and then cure it. And then because they're not dentists, it's illegal to do medical work on people. And I know you do that.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure you
I'm
know that.
allowed to do medical work on people if I'm pretending to be a doctor.
It's on
Right.
Instagram.
But I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm a real doctor, and they are.
Right.
Right?
They're
But
also
I
not
should
real
be allowed
people.
to operate on my friends.
I agree.
How are people that stupid? And also, how does stupid people have that much initiative?
But why do people even want to put veneers on people unless you were a dentist?
Because they're like, oh, you pay this flat rate and then you make money. It's like,
Oh,
make
just
your own
make money.
hours.
There's
Yeah, be
easier
your own
ways,
boss.
isn't there, to make money?
Yeah, selling leggings.
Just get rich or die.
Do you know my worst boyfriend worked for the LuLaRoe place?
LuLaRoe.
LuLaRoe. Sorry, that documentary of the really bad leggings that
pyramid
are like
scam?
moldy leggings. He used to do the designs and they were so ugly.
Yes.
Was he?
Yeah.
What other horrible traits did he have?
Oh, he wore fake eyeglasses so he'd stand out more in an improv group, like to be the
Love
glasses
that
guy.
shit. Love that
Yeah, he was really, really annoying.
You know what I wish we had here? You know, improv shit. They have like a wig wall
Wig wall.
with like bad
yeah,
wigs. You just put them on,
scarves.
and now I'm this
Oh,
train
like-
conductor. You know.
They do that in an improv factory.
Yeah, I remember at Comedy Sports Milwaukee, there's like a box
Oh.
of wigs. You just
Yeah,
grab
yeah.
the wig. Now I'm the babysitter. Because sometimes wigs make people feel like,
Well, you
now
have-
I'm a new character.
But don't you have a bunch of wigs?
Yeah, but they're all Trixie wigs.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have to have a box of random wigs that's like
Yeah.
right at the front door of your apartment.
I want like homely wigs.
You should get some and wear them around.
I am bald. It is one nice thing about being bald. You can put on a helmet or a hat or a wig, and then
Yeah.
it's not a hat hair reveal.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again.
When you have hair and you wear like a bike helmet, then you have a dent in your
Oh
hair.
yeah.
I just have a dent
see.
in my skull.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really wear hats. It gives me a headache. Even a hat like how you're wearing it for
even
some
a
reason.
soft plushie.
Yes, I don't know what I think it's more like, and I can't really wear sunglasses. They give me a
Fontanelles.
headache. It must be like a pressure point thing.
How old are you?
How old do you think? Do you
I
guess?
think you look extremely very young.
34.
Wow.
How old did you think?
21, 22.
No, come on.
You could easily pass for 22.
Really?
I think so. You look like a teeny little
Well,
girl.
sometimes I will be like, can I still play like a 21-year-old? Because I want to be able to play that. I think so,
Abso-fucking-lutely.
right? Okay.
Absolutely.
You're
You could,
34.
Thank you.
you could play a junior in high school.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Sophomore even.
That makes me feel good because I don't want to give up those rules yet.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
those
You
Disney
know?
kids who are so hungry for them.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Do you think you would have been a good Disney like child actor?
I wanted to so bad act when I was little, and I think it's really good I didn't. I was actually really bad at improv when I first started. Like I was like 22, and I would come out in the scenes and like kill everyone or like.
Like Michael Scott.
Yes, I was like Michael Scott.
Oh my God, he always has a gun.
You drag out your
Yeah.
dead dog.
I think I always felt like I was funny, but I don't think I like wanted to follow the rules, and I wasn't like experienced enough to not do it.
Have you ever seen The Comeback?
That's my favorite show.
So she does improv, member, and there's like, I work in a cave, and she's like, I have cancer.
Yeah, that was.
And the
me.
instructor's like, there's some things that don't just play as funny.
Love that shit.
I always went for the joke. I didn't care how many times the teacher told me
Yeah.
not to.
I know I did it. The first 3 sessions I did improv, like I had to consciously not say AIDS.
So you wanted to be the Michael Scott.
I just wanted to scream AIDS.
Yeah.
It's not funny though. And it just took a while for me to get that.
But y'all are like comedians, don't you feel?
No, we're models.
You don't feel like
We're just
you're
models.
models, but also like, don't you feel like you're comedians? And if you were a comedian or improviser, you'd be a comedian.
I would never call myself a comedian.
Well, we met you at a comedy festival.
Yeah.
A lot of times I do feel like we
You're
are
so
the
funny. You
we're the
both are so
special
funny.
interest hire. We're
Well,
sort of the
We get hired for our looks and sometimes we're
Yeah.
funny.
and we get to meet comedians we like
Yeah.
you, like comics and stand-up people, and we feel like, oh my God, we met them. Can't believe we're here. Because we only meet other comics, like comedy people at stuff like that.
Really?
never
Because
meet
that's how we
comedy
feel
people.
about y'all
Never.
are like the stars. You're like the headliners.
To what?
For that festival that I went, I
Oh,
saw
that
you at,
we
you
were
were
headli-
like the headliners.
But I think they went bankrupt. They did.
You're like the stars. Like everyone was trying to go to your
Stop
show.
saying that. We're gonna start killing people.
I think like we've each done like one woman shows, like monologues
Yeah.
and stand-up
Yeah.
and stuff. But it's not like on a weeknight in LA, we're not like going to do a set.
And I
somewhere.
can't
Yeah.
do set up punchline. I don't know how to do that. I don't know
You're
how to
just
do
so
it.
naturally funny.
No, I'm just gorgeous.
And
then
gorgeous.
sometimes it gets funny.
But that's the thing. You all also, you're of course gorgeous, both of you. But also you're so naturally funny. And in improv, I guess a lot of comedians do improv, but when you're learning improv, they're telling you not to go for the joke. Like it's not about being funny. Like
What is it about?
it's about like creating the
God.
group mind meld scene.
Sounds like a Star Trek convention.
Are
Sounds
the
nerdy.
leaders of these groups ever funny? It's sort of like how in theater the worst
Right.
dressed people are in costuming. You're like, that bitch is picking my
frizzy hair and a
outfits?
black
What are we talking about?
Yeah,
And like
serious.
the improv instructors are like, well, been doing it 40 years. Career hasn't quite taken off yet though. I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. I'm late for my shift at Dunkin' Donuts.
I had a teacher kick me out of a show because I was being too funny, like going for the joke and
Too
like
funny.
I wasn't doing a good job, but I was doing stand up and he was like, you can't keep doing stand up and then taking
Oh.
these short form improv classes. Like you either take mine or you have to leave the show.
Damn.
And then it was like it was a Shakespeare improv show and I didn't know Shakespeare and I just wanted to perform so bad.
Shakespeare improv.
It was so bad. I was really bad, and I didn't know how to talk like the Shakespeare people. I would just like poison everyone in the show and like try to be
so
funny.
who doth from
and then
out of
he
town?
made me leave.
Yeah.
He made me leave, and my mom messaged him and was like, "You got rid of rising star Megan Stalter, and me and my friends are not coming back to the theater." And he was like, "Is this your mom?" And I was like, "Yeah."
How old
And
were you?
I was like 22.
Work.
And he was like,
Serious.
"You need to have your mom apologize, or you can't take classes here anymore."
Oh,
Do-
love it.
Is your family love watching you on the TV and all that?
Yeah.
That's good.
You have
Yeah.
a role that's so good. Like you're not like, imagine, like Margaret Qualley often is just totally butt naked.
Yeah.
It's tough for a family to watch.
So if somebody hadn't
Yes,
seen the
yeah.
show, like tell them about your character, the people who are listening, if they don't know.
Okay. Well, what's your favorite thing about Kayla?
Well, I like that. There's that part where you're like at this desk and you're like, I have a phone, gotcha.
Boom.
That does sound like something I'd say in the show.
Yes,
actually.
it does. Several times.
But I know you haven't seen it, but that does sound
Yeah.
like it.
And I hope I don't want to flatter you, but my only recollection of seeing it was you.
Well, that means a lot to me, and I'm telling the cast you said that.
Shut up. No, I mean,
Can I got asked to come to the premiere and I don't know how I got on
She
the list
declined.
and I didn't go because I was like, I haven't seen it
You're gonna like it,
and I'm gonna feel
Hannah and Jean are so incredible.
wrong.
And Paul is so
Meanwhile,
funny.
I'm literally doing like fan fiction porn of hacks online, and I can't get an invite or even a retweet.
You listen to the pod. If you listen to the pod, you know she talks about hacks all the
I
time.
know that it means a lot to us that you love hacks.
Yeah,
It really
and
does.
also I have Damien. What's his name? What's his name? Damien.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We were together in the celebrity drag thing.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
he
Mark
looks so
Delicado.
hot. Yes, he looks so
He
hot
was so
in the
fabulous.
drag.
Yeah, and he's so hot as a guy and such a great actor.
Yes, he's so funny.
Hannah Einbinder is such a fucking good dramatic actor too.
She is, and that was like her first like acting job. I've known her in stand up for a long time,
That's
but
crazy.
she's so good. Her and Jean have so much chemistry.
It's like, can you imagine you're 30 years old, 35, and you're like having your first gig with this legend?
I think Hannah's only like 27. I feel like when she started, she was like 25 maybe in
Wow.
the show.
Jesus.
And they're so good together.
It's crazy that she's aged 2 years in that like
Wait.
10-year period.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, how old is she?
Hannah?
I feel like it started when she was 24, so she's probably like 28. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like Jean's like in her late 60s.
She's so powerful and like so
She's
funny.
So fucking funny.
She was so good on SNL.
She was so good. She's so good in everything.
She's been in everything.
She
She's
is.
one of those people who are like, wow, she's in everything.
also in
She's
like
an amazing actor.
she was in Watchmen, Mayor of Easttown, and Hacks at the same time.
Yeah, what were they calling it? A Genaissance or something?
Yeah,
What were they calling it? They were like,
it should be more than that. It should be like
Yeah.
the Gina Geddon.
yeah.
It's like so fierce.
She has such a full, big career. Like she's always been able to work. And I thought she was the most beautiful in designing women, not to compare
Beautiful.
women, but I love the
So
blonde one, which was her.
I always
Yeah.
feel bad mentioning how beautiful someone is on TV because I feel like I only, but men or women on TV, if they're hot, we just
Yeah.
puke it out. We're like,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'd fuck him.
If it's guys, we're like,
Yeah.
I'd fuck them.
Fuck him.
We should say that though. It's okay. Not everyone is hot.
No, and ugly people should know their place.
You know how like everyone's beautiful, but they're not. But that's okay. Like it's not that important.
And you
know?
gotta be hot.
It's okay. Yeah, it's like let the hot people be hot.
There's so
Ugly
many
people are
ugly
valid
men
too.
who are hot. No, they're hot.
Oh, hot, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, that's the new ugly hot thing.
The ugly hot thing.
Yeah,
Well, it's like
but you can't mention it. 'cause
You
it's
can't mention it.
insulting.
Well, it's not. It's like we should be positive about people. Like everyone has something to offer to the world, but not everyone is hot. Like
Yeah.
not everyone needs to be.
yeah, like
And
when
some people are hot and funny, like us.
right, like the
Right.
Christina Aguilera song. I felt like gave a lot of people a bad bad impression or wrong impression.
I am beautiful.
No matter what they say. It's like, well,
We shouldn't call people ugly, but some people are.
exactly. Yeah.
I think that's a good place to end. I think that's a strong message.
I mean, I really
Oh, great.
agree.
Everyone's going to be mad at us for saying that. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
It's not that important to be hot. What's important is that you're kind.
And
Yeah.
also, if you're offended, you're ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're ugly.
of course.
But you know what? You have great socks. Boop.
People that are hot will be going, of course.
Yeah.
Thank
Body
you.
positive, I'm positive that not everyone is hot.
Right.
I am positive that your body is disgusting. Yeah.
But it's not that important.
No.
I brought you this piece of soap.
Did you really? No, you just got this.
I think I gifted it to you last
I
week.
brought you some gum.
Wait, this is just a random thing. I can't really have it, right?
I bought that.
For me, come on.
You didn't. You bought it for me, didn't you?
I bought it for you 2 weeks ago.
You guys are giving me the soap, so I stopped telling people that they're ugly. But I just don't want. I don't want my point to not get across. It is not important
to be hot.
to be hot.
It's
It's
not.
important to be kind,
Yes.
to take care of each other,
Yeah.
to know the Lord. Yes, I talk about
Yeah.
God on every podcast. It's not important to everyone to be hot. Everyone's beautiful in their own way, of course.
Yeah. Everyone's.
You're
good.
on my page, but you're kind of like, oh,
I think
we might
everyone
edit some of
has-
this out.
No.
Not beautiful.
I think y'all are hot and funny, and a lot of people are hot and funny.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to be like, you know how people are like, oh, funny people aren't hot. That's not true. Like most people that are funny to me are hot.
I feel like that about drag. I feel like even if your main thing is comedy, you still should try to look good.
Yeah,
I
you're on-
agree.
yeah.
I agree. Just
I feel like-
because you can tell a joke doesn't mean you need to look like the cat's ass.
But don't you feel like back in the day a little bit, like drag queens, if they were comedy, it was like horrible. Like shitty
Yeah,
body,
goblin.
shitty, like your body ain't got no shape.
You know what? You bring up a good point because like doing your makeup and dressing well can change someone that's not that hot to hotter.
Absolutely.
'Cause I
Mary,
don't think
I go from Mr.
yeah.
Burns to Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're always Julia Roberts.
Thank you, especially right now.
But I don't think I've always felt hot, but I always felt beautiful. Everyone's beautiful. Not everyone's hot.
What's the difference between hot and beautiful?
I think how you feel about yourself and the way you're doing your hair and makeup. I think I'm backtracking.
And yeah, I think you're.
Everyone's hot.
No, honestly,
I guess.
I think like being categorically like classically not hot, like beautiful or whatever, isn't going to
Yeah.
actually stop you from people thinking you're hot. People thinking you're
Oh,
hot has
yeah.
really nothing to do with you.
Oh, you could be hot and not beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
You could be someone classically beautiful, like by the books. There's not that many people that are like, whoa, so stunning. But a lot of people are hot because of the way they feel about themselves, carry themselves.
Their voice.
And then
Blood
they
pressure.
are more beautiful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Totally.
And then there are people that are ugly and it doesn't matter.
Right.
I mean, I have fucked so many hot, ugly people.
Oh my God, of course.
Ugly
yeah.
sex can be the hottest.
I'm actually not that well, my girlfriend now is very traditionally gorgeous, but I'm not like, when I was dating men, I wasn't ever attracted to like really built like traditionally beautiful men.
Like Glenn Powell.
Looks don't super. Every time I've had a boyfriend in my life, I will say like, looks don't super matter to me, and they're always like,
Yeah, great. So I'll
So
just
I'm
go back in my
disgusting.
ogre
Right.
cave.
but they don't matter to me that much. They really don't.
No.
But you're lying because all of your boyfriends you have found extremely hot and sexy.
I guess. Yes. I guess.
Yeah.
I want to be attracted
my
to
girlfriend
them.
now is really hot, but I think but she has an amazing personality and she's so funny. So it happened that way. But like when I first started dating, I wasn't dating like, I was so just interested in people's personalities. I really wasn't dating like, not to say anything mean about anyone I dated besides the LuLaRoe guy.
Mm.
Was he a heterosexual person?
He was straight, but
Did he design leggings for LuLaRoe?
he did like the like graphics.
A graphics for a straight scammy graphic legging guy.
He was just so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really annoying. But he wasn't to me. I wasn't like attracted to his looks really. It was like more of the vibe when I first started dating. He was very like, I'm gonna take you out, gorgeous, and I was like really young,
Just
so
like a
I thought that was
scammer.
like cool. I guess.
Do you
Like,
think he would come on the pod?
yeah.
Is he single? Do you think he's still single?
You're gonna have all your exes right in a consecutive row.
I
after
will say
this.
something I've never said is he used to date people that looked like his sister.
Oh,
Well, I think
love
that's a
that.
good place to stop. Miss
We're
Stalter,
huge fans of incest here, and so are you. Thanks for coming on the pod,
I love
Meg.
you guys.
Love you so much.
Wait, do you have a middle name?
Marie.
Marie.
I love what you do.
A lot of people have Marie as their middle name.
Marie or Elizabeth.
Or Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
what you do, and I'm gonna watch your show so I can say that I love everything you do.
It means a lot to me. I think you'll like it.
I'm the last person who hasn't seen it, so I'm ready to go.
You'll especially love her and Jimmy. The chemistry is electric.
Oh, I always think it'd be funny if they hooked up on the show.
Yes, or if you, like you said, if you get shot at the beginning of each episode, that'd be funny.
But that's you going for
pitching.
the joke.
That'd be
Don't
funny
do
if
that.
I get shot in the episode. But I don't want my character to die. I want it to be like, it's funny that she gets shot. She ends up in the hospital. She's fine. You
But do
know?
you remember in American Horror
It's
Story?
surprising.
Do you remember in American Horror Story Coven? Miss Sibiday has that thing where when she gets hurt, it happens to the other person.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a voodoo thing. Maybe you could have that with your character.
Yeah, we
Brain
should
transfer.
introduce
You get
some sort
shot.
of magic.
Now you're dead.
Hacks need some supernatural.
I think that'd
Lore.
be so fun to do in
Hacks.
season 4.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for coming
Thanks
on the
for
pod.
having
Do you have
me.
anything to promote?
Well, let's see. Well, my movie Korobora is out on Amazon, and that's really exciting.
Well,
next year.
congratulations on all your you have enormous success. It's hard.
Thank you,
You're
so do
such a
you.
down to earth, wonderful person.
And you're so pretty. I don't know if that we just
I
talked about
mean,
people
what?
not,
It's
but you're so
fine.
pretty too.
I know people would be mad at what I said, but I'm actually trying to bring awareness to it's not that important. Your
Yeah.
looks are not important. It's not the important thing about you.
No, the important thing is the blue on the background. That's what's really important.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.